Welcome back to Project Zomboid, build 42. Oh my lord. Welcome back to Death Stranding 2, episode 4. Just saying Project Zomboid, because I play that every day. But, for 1 second to set up a couple of things here. Today we'll keep on moving along with the story. And it's working. Everything is up. Hi, Mom. Alright. So, I got sound. Perfect. We're now connecting a lot of places across Australia to the chiral network. I went earlier today and just collected a bunch of materials from the landscape and brought it back and recycled and everything so I could start building a few roads. But we're starting exactly where we left off, so if there was any story that was missed, we won't miss it.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knott. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
Alright. And now that'd be the only stuff we missed. System load. And he was out and about for a bit, so we'll start with getting him cleaned up before he goes out and starts doing all these missions. Oh. There's more kitty cats. Well. Well, maybe Now let's use the shower. Save water, limit shower to 5 minutes. Okay. Let's talk to Doll Man.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own 2 eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it. The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird.
Weird.
When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives
Hey, Juan, how you doing?
The Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us.
Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday.
Ah, yes. Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed. So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
I'm doing very well. It's been
Nothing like a warm shower
pretty good
after
week.
a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam?
And I can't wait to start this next week. I'll be starting a new job tomorrow. I actually kind of started it Friday with picking up a service van. So the only thing that stinks about it is I'm not going to have as much time to stream now. What is this one? expression of gaming. Wearing the suit reduces the rate at which Sam's battery is drained. Oh, I guess we'll wear that one. It looks a little better than the PlayStation one. Republic of Gamers. Okay, we'll wear that hat. I went for to be able to hold more stuff. I put on the skeleton on the costume, so you can carry more. See.
Hey Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs.
I haven't done those yet.
With various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Skeleton allows him skeleton automatically adjust posture. Well, that could be a good one. Battery efficiency could be good too. Need more memory. Silenced Trank handgun. Make one of those. Got 3 blood grenades. I'll take 4 with me. Anti-human, anti-mech. That's just not really good at all. I think that'll work. Stabilized AF. Yep. Let's see.
Trouble nearby.
Here they are. Okay, so I can throw the doll out. Oh, that's this.
Here we go.
Main destination. I already took out a few people around here earlier. I thought they may have respawned back in. I don't see anybody.
Reconnaissance complete. Dollman reporting in.
Well,
God damn, dude.
okay. I'm not sure who took Lou yet. We still don't. I don't think we really have Lou back. So. Welcome in, Mike.
Good job, Sam. You've disabled the target. All right, let's deliver the cargo.
A lot of good stuff down here. Yeah, that's alright. Glad you made it for tonight. Sure you had a pretty fun and busy Saturday. I take them all out maybe? Start picking up some of this stuff. Tomorrow is onboard training, so it probably won't be that bad. Take the herbal tea for now. Pretty heavy with stuff, so can't take too much. They all bumming it today with the rain and all. Yeah, luckily it's been a nice sunny day here. Still have windows and doors open. Yeah, it was a beautiful day, mid-80s. Take a ladder just in case. Oh. Pick up this thing of ceramics if we can. Cargo management. Carry in hand for the moment. Let's see here. I throw it up top now. There we go. Yeah, I'm on my way to the vehicle.
Who calls for comfort?
What meteors were? What do you guys think of these meteors hitting us all of a sudden? Oh, we've had we're go through meteor showers every year, or multiple times a year, so it's nothing really new. And you know, there was the last big one over Russia that blew up a few years ago. But then you go before that, you know, the big Tunguska one that happened in like 1908. That was quite the impact, but there's impacts quite often. Ohio 7-ton TNTs. Oh, big impact in Ohio today with that? Impressive. And did it actually hit the ground or was it aerial? Build a generator right there. Okay. Last week was Ohio and today was Texas. Oh. So did they actually impact the ground or were they just aerial where they exploded in the air? And one hit the ground? Yeah, I'm sure the scientists will like that, because they get to study it more, find more trace elements, see roughly where it came from. But it was probably aliens flinging rocks at us. That's most likely happened. Okay, deliver to the musician. Okay, so we're here. So probably from here
Commencing route creation.
to there.
Delivery route.
Yeah, the chunks were bagged up, yep. Yeah, you know. Aliens, definitely aliens. But yeah. You know, during the fall we go through the Taurid meteor shower. I call it that because it's kind of in line with the Taurus constellation, and that's pretty heavy meteor shower. Happens every year. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid, you know, every fall. When it's at its peak, we'd go and sit outside and just watch see how many shooting stars we could see in a night. But they believe, or some believe, the Younger Dryas extinction event was from the Taurids. And if you look at sites like Göbekli Tepe, they kind of give credence to that in a way.
Okay.
because a lot of the way they're astrologically aligned, even the pyramids, the way they're lined up and stuff, and what they're kind of pointing to in the stars would kind of line up with the events of the Taurids. Very, like Graham Hancock, Randall Carlson, and a handful of others, they've done extensive discussion on it. I should have probably found a different way. I thought I was a lot closer. What type of GPS is that, lol? Wouldn't that be nice? Just augmented reality kind of GPS.
Keep it up, Sam.
Let's go around. All the newbie truck drivers, well, the GPS told me to go this way, and the wood and 3 feet of mud stuck in the woods. Yeah, or you know, the GPS said I could take this route, yeah, but this route is not for truckers, and if you actually, you know, knew the trucker laws, you'd see that this was not a highway or a road that trucks at your weight limit could even go on, or that the bridge overhang was going to be too low for your semi.
Move it, Sam.
But I hope they put in much stricter policies to who can and cannot be truck drivers, because it's a very important job. But it's also very, you know, dangerous to have incompetent people, you know, out there. And you know, one thing they're finding out is a lot of them that we have now don't even, you know, speak, read, or write any English. And it's like, you know, I understand that a lot of the signs are symbols and stuff, but still,
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified.
doesn't seem like that it's that safe.
Measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility.
80,000 pounds behind me, 400 yards to stop that puppy, 4 football fields long. Yeah, you gotta
Hold on.
good attention to what's up ahead of you.
Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours.
Yeah, 400 yards, that's close to a quarter mile. Just to stop.
Everything's in pristine condition. You're the best. Where the hell did you find this? You are the best. I'll definitely have more work for you if you want. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
And I know I saw some stuff the other day pop up on my YouTube. I didn't watch it, but one of the guys I watch with like science and space stuff, he had his thumbnail up and stuff. It was discussing like the extra things we learned from the couple years back. We nudged a small meteor or asteroid. Oh, and it, I believe, was successful. We changed its trajectory, but I don't know if that has something to do with what we're seeing now. Being that was a recent thing that was being popped up into my feed.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Reduce this time standard order spent on standby. Okay.
This is really something.
Remember being empty and
I'm part of
going
the
down
Network,
309 Mountain
which means
empty.
everyone can
It
finally
was
listen to my
freezing rain,
songs.
trailer locked up,
with the
and
music
when I
player, you'll be
looked
able to
up my
set the mood
window,
for your adventures.
saw the
Just like
whole
that, the world's
word
gotten so
Pepsi.
much bigger.
Yep,
Yeah?
completely soaked.
Looks like my
Oh
weather
gosh.
data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS.
Yep, my dad was on his way to work one morning, and it was freezing, snow and rain and stuff that had happened. And there's this section of highway that was curvy and had guardrails on both sides, and a truck carrying milk jackknifed from guardrail to guardrail. The first vehicle that hit it was from our town and kind of went right underneath it and like stripped some of the axles and decapitated the people in the vehicle, and they ended up in the ditch. The second vehicle had the axles stuck on them, and completely killed everybody in the vehicle. And my dad was the third vehicle, but he had a snowplow on his work truck. The snowplow pushed the gave extra distribution, but it still pushed the engine up into the dash. And my dad, being a race car driver, the only time he'll wear a seatbelt is while in a race car. So, he didn't wear a seatbelt, but he all that happened to him was he smacked his head against the back window of the work truck and got some whiplash. He was back to work in just a couple of days. And he would have worked the same day, they just wouldn't let him.
Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about
But
weapons.
the
This is
very
way
next
back in the
spring,
day.
they
I
started
was
construction on
traveling
that
and searching
road.
for music. Well, he said I'd need to protect myself. Taught me how to use it and everything. But I never did in the end. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. Incorporates the latest tech as well, so it ought to pack one hell of a punch. In an ideal world, we wouldn't ever need stuff like this. But I bet it's a necessary evil for you. Do what you gotta.
But yeah, we lost 3 people from our small town that day, and so that was a bummer. And yeah, they started construction the very next day, or that very early spring, when they didn't have that construction like scheduled for like another 3 years. It was like on the docket to be done, to like kind of flatten and straighten that road out and start to put it more as a major thoroughfare between cities. And so they, I think, realized that there was enough danger on this road, we needed to put it higher on the priority list.
That tar man's the one who recorded it. Said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear the song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers.
No, it really wasn't that truck driver's fault. I mean, it was dark. It was, black ice on the road, and it just, terrible spot. And they've had so many accidents. I believe my mom ended up in the ditch on that same same little section of highway once because of the black ice.
Yep, I can really immerse myself in my
There
work
was
here.
multiple other cars
Sadly,
that
all
were in
the
that
music
ditch.
I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen?
Yeah, you had yours in February, and his was like right between like Christmas and New Year's, if I remember correctly. They tried a new form of asphalt, and it made it even worse. Yeah,
Gotta
one
get going,
year
huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help.
they
You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events. So we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Ooh, a big fight coming up.
Order completed. Well done.
But yeah, so back in Wisconsin, they have a lot of cranberry marshes, and then they have a lot of cheese farms. So one year they tried for winter using a lot of the cranberry, basically a cranberry juice slurry that they put together as a ice melting deterrent, but we found it actually at certain temperatures made the road even slicker, and so that one got scrapped. But they do use the cheese salt brine from the cheese factories. Now they'll spray the road down with that as before the snow comes, and it's like the precursor, and then once the snow is down, then they spread the traditional salt. Musician wants us to go to the Western Environmental Observatory and the Stolen Record Collection. We'll do the Stolen Record Collection first. 53 kilos, okay. Cargo management, let's not take as much stuff. We'll leave those things here. And that. Load on to the private locker for the moment. Enhancements. Hey there, Cat. Oh, Cat wants to ask you something, Street, about all those Humvees that are broke down laying around. I think he wants a Humvee if he can.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I left my bike all the way over there.
Feel free to stop by anytime you
But somebody else left the bike here for me though. I think it was this way. Center on Sam. Where we going? Where is this mission? Take on them.
A new feature has been made available for use.
That's great. I don't want the music player though. I get enough problems with that. Okay. Just down the hill. Oops.
Commencing route creation. Delivery. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Let's not do that. We will. Like somebody put one in. Matt, this guy right here,
Feels
will
good.
use.
This one's for you.
Give him some likes.
Thank you, guys.
Should definitely be able to get in early for roughly a half hour. Wasn't much till I had to run to Walmart. Awesome, awesome. Cat will be much appreciated.
boy, that must hurt.
Hold L1 down. Oh. Okay, apparently those parts are down lower, so I shouldn't have gone up here.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Lou.
Soothe Lou.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, everything's okay.
Shut up, kid. Yep. I'm on raid dailies right now. I'm back in world in a bit. Han, I finished clearing that road and clearing all the wood. There was a ton of planks for building on the medium yard. Cool, cool. Okay, looks happy now. Lone Commander all the way down there.
You should have more faith in yourself.
Okay. There was a way I could have taken. A little bit easier. Alright.
Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Hey, Sam, I've been waiting for you. Decided to take on that order, huh? Okay, I'll check out the cargo then. Holy crap!
More music I should not play because of copyright. It's BS, but it is
You're
what it
always
is.
there just when I need you. Allow me to express my gratitude with
A
this
lightweight shotgun. Ooh.
Do you have enough materials? Why don't I...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
You are incredible. And with talents like those, you might even catch their eye. The Tarlake twins, that is. I went and shared another music sample with you, by the way.
That's
If
great.
you can, I would love it if you had a listen.
I'm not gonna listen.
That's right. Or so I've heard. They live on the edge of a tar lake to explore the limits of what a human being can handle. Only interested in meeting exceptional folks capable of pushing said limits. Sadly, nobody has come along that fits the bill. Makes for an interesting story, huh? Which has me wondering, what kind of person would be good enough? Yeah, got it from a kindred spirit in the UCA. Stuff that'll hit you right in the con-ha. A classic tune. When you head back to your room, have a listen. For real, you'll be hooked.
No, I won't.
Again, thank you so much, Sam. It's weird, though. How did something I know I'd stored safely end up in a place like that? Anyway, you might want to keep an eye on your own stuff. Take care, and please come back soon.
Apparently he plays Project Zomboid.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, now take on orders. Investigate the unusual tar. Yeah, let's head back first.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Let's try this again.
Commencing route creation.
There we go.
Delivery route finalized.
Okay. There's a backpack.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Feel free to stop by anytime you
I
like.
think I left some other stuff in there I need to grab too if I'm leaving. Facility storage. Yep, this stuff. So we'll leave the metals. There's a bike right over here. I'll use this guy's bike. It was nice of him to leave it for me. Didn't hear him say that. Now I got more crap for the musician. I didn't get through there. There you go. Cargo ruined. Oh no. Should be more careful with my driving. I broke something. Yeah, it is pretty entertaining how much stuff he can load up.
Definitely not alone.
I knocked the tree down, yep. It's a pretty tough bike. Alright. Another delivery's somewhat completed and decent condition-ish.
Oh hey, it's you. Always looking out for us. I'm glad you were able to make it here safe. Hope you're good for more. We'd already written this off as lost. You've made it.
Alright.
You're one hell of a porter.
What do we get here? Battle skeleton level 2.
We're increasing your allocation of materials.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This
Okay.
is a schematic for an enhanced battle skeleton. As you'll see, damage reduction has been improved along with battery efficiency. And when you carry it as cargo, it even occupies less space than before. Its increased power output also allows you to shift loads with greater ease than ever. With all
Okay.
those benefits, you're bound to be a fan. Our
Sounds
research
good.
into other technologies continues. With your help, we can accomplish even more. Take care of yourself.
Okay, and then this is delivery over to 180 Special Smoky Hill Mine to restore it to working order. Alright. Probably good to get a mine up and running. Okay. Fabricate equipment. Let's make one of these resprays. Still love this game even when they took the shower fun scene away. Yeah, I'm so sorry they did that to you, Mom. No longer able to see Norman Reedus's behind. It's terrible, terrible what they've done. Things getting fully restored. Some gas. Also need to be fixed. Hopefully it gets fixed there. Guessing I probably picked up some crap for this guy too. Oh, whatever that is.
I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well.
Yeast
Thanks, mate.
paste.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Looks like we owe you enough, and I doubt it'll.
Deliver paintings of Australia before Death Stranding. Yep, we'll do that later. Let's just see. Oh, okay, that's destroyed. Just offload that, whatever that was. You know, we probably don't need the ceramics on us. We'll put those away too. That's pretty heavy. Facility storage, ceramics and resins. Okay. To the musician. To that guy. So, musician and lone survivor cargo we got on us. Pretty sure the mine is this way. Yeah, basically if I just go straight across, I'd get to it. Come on, you can get off that. I told him. Okay. Restore mining facility. And that's a mining facility, eh?
The mine's up and running again. Time to inform the staff at the Western Environmental Observatory.
And let's see, can you upgrade it or anything? Use chiral crystals to mine for materials. Upgrade mine. You have no materials that can be contributed. Okay, you need a lot of special alloys to upgrade the mine. Alright, I can bring those.
Please submit materials.
That would make 960 ceramics. Or 800 chiral crystals. Okay. We'll start with that. Oh, and just like that, I thought I was gonna have to wait. Okay. Let's see. Here. Load some of that stuff onto the trike. Now place in backpack. Place. Oops. Auto range. Now I should be able to carry it. Yep. Okay. Got a full load. Well, that's a gap. Let's take the road. Alright, that'll help for road building, because that I can make ceramic parts.
Glad you could make it all the way out, Sam. Right then, let's have a look at this order. Did a little
Yay.
restoration, did you?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yay, new enhancement. Issues aid requests automatically. Okay.
When operational, the mines can provide us with a steady supply of natural resources. And with raw materials like that at your disposal, you'd have an easier time making deliveries. It's a good reason to restore any other mines you happen to come across further down the road.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Oh yeah, north of here are some much bigger mines even. Used to be you could find active mines scattered all throughout the continent. Because of the gold rushes, you know. From what I understand, the rail network was pretty extensive before the Death Stranding, and unmanned trains filled to the brim with precious minerals ran day and night. I should mention that we're actually developing a new system that's something of a successor to the old railways. If you head north, you can see it for yourself. We really appreciate your help with this, and
Okay, now let's store stuff we don't need. And we're not gonna go to the musician for a while, or the lone commander, I don't think. Color all that in the private locker, that should shrink us down a bit. Now we got a little bit of special allies, but it takes a bit more than that. Okay, orders. Oh, that's breakable cargo to the governor. Some backpack. Governor's an easy little jog back and forth. Let's deliver. See what you have for us.
hey there. Let me just take a look.
Legend of
I don't know what to
Legends.
say, other than great job, Porter.
Now
You only give me a tiny bit for that Legends of Legends job.
As always, hope we can count on you.
And now what do you have for me to do? Deliver to the observatory. Alright. We'll go right back. Next, we go to the musician. Right, take on, no, deliver. Should be Legends of Legends. I got here lickety split.
I'm guessing you've got...
Indeed.
Perfect condition.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Well, let's get at it, huh?
Alright, now let's look at your... Next mission you want, take on orders, deliver medals to the musician. Okay. Place a backpack. Cargo management, we'll take all the other musician stuff here. Yeah, it's kind of a full load on them. Oh, looks like those guys are standing up again. And I believe I go this way. Oh yeah, there's my marker. Just follow that. This time not hit the trees. a little bit of a detour. Here we go. This looks like the right path. Yes.
Well, just bringing up the
Legend of
All
Legends.
this stuff really just for me? Hot damn! Wait, just how many orders did you do? You're a porter machine.
More machine than man. Right, another level.
Something
What'd you
about the
give
way
me?
you work, it's just inspiring.
Ooh, an MP
So I'm gonna give
shotgun.
you this data. Hopefully, it'll make your life a bit easier. Do you have enough materials? What?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Right.
I've got something for you. It's a new version of the shot. This model comes with shotguns. However, this data was sent to... So, now while I got you, I've got a feeling you'll... I really hope to see you again.
Okay, let's make that shotgun probably, because I think our next order is... Yep. Investigate the unusual tar corns. I think we're gonna have a battle. Fabricate. Shotgun. Take 2 of them. Maybe a couple extra blood grenades. Now let's see. Battle skeleton level 2. I think we want to make that 2. Place on backpack. That one swap. Cargo management. Leave that here. That here. Probably won't need the assault rifle or tranq sniper if I'm going to be using the shotgun. Probably don't need a ladder. Keep the PCC. Private locker. Hey, slow down. I don't know what he said. Oh, sorry. What? That was a lot of the standard stuff they repeat over and over again. And so he was basically just saying that, hey, because you made it to the next star level at this base, we're giving you more storage capacity for your at that base, and also they gave me a level 2 shotgun instead of the level 1 that he was giving me. But yeah, I'll slow down. Okay, now goes onto the backpack as well. Silent machine pistol. Okay, so that can go private locker. I don't need that. I think that's probably gonna be good. Yup, when I'm skipping, it's because it's not a story mission thing, it's just kind of like the stuff they repeat every time. Oh, you made another delivery, blah blah blah. Man, you're awesome, Sam. I believe we're going to be going to that facility down there. We'll just try and find a way to beeline to it. Apparently this was the right path. Yup. If they're doing anything that's more new to the story and not just the standard mumbo jumbo, I definitely won't skip it. Now let's just put that on the bike.
Our destination. You see anything suspicious? Oh no. Maybe they want to congratulate me for such a good job I'm doing. Lady in red coming through.
cultists.
Well now, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Wait.
Been
See.
a long time, Sam.
Yeah.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile.
It is
All the way
Whoopi.
From the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh?
He was the antagonist from the last
You kicked the bucket, huh?
game.
Shame. The goddamn shame. Tonight, what are you just lugging that coffin or pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Dreamcatcher?
Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you.
Hey, Juan. Welcome
You go on
back.
your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this commune. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. Well, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight.
Well.
Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice.
Love it.
Let's put him to the test.
Yeah. This game is just beautiful. Ooh, Jesus.
Are you okay, Sam?
Okay, where's the shotgun?
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt.
Should I be aiming for those legs? Ugh. No. Okay, another shotgun out. Ugh. Oh, no, don't offload that. Equip. Switch to grenade launcher. Oh yeah. Oh, jerk.
That one seems to have done some damage.
Get him in the gonads. Sam.
That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the chiral network.
Might as well load it all the way up. I can recycle what we don't need. No. This game is quite awesome. That was a fun boss fight.
Your name is Sam, isn't it? We owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before.
Lord something, can't remember.
Right. We need to assess the situation. I can tell you gave it your all. We appreciate the help.
Yeah, and the last one, he was the main end boss guy. That he's the one that basically left Fragile out, stripped her down to everything but like the mask over her head, and had her walk through the timefall, and was trying to create the mass extinction event. He was the main antagonist. I can't remember his name off the top of my head now, but I'm sure they'll say it soon.
I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
Look a little dirty. Alright. Loading carrier. Nice.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Didn't get much for that.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay. Fabricate, recycle. Oh, don't need probably a bunch of these things. Used. Put on a new pair of boots, it looks like. Recycle all of that. Okay, facility storage. Let's just auto winch my guy. It's like this stuff. Take one of those away. And let's wear that. No orders, so we go to the Magellan, or whatever it's called.
Was it really Higgs?
Higgs. That's what his name was, Higgs.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
You're a puppet. Oh, the silly doll man.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And
Very
how
nice.
Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
Very nice. Fast travel.
It's all good, it's all good.
Thumbs up. Standard orders in Mexico.
Hi, Sam.
Tar Man and Kitty Cat. Oh. Meant to talk to the silly little guy. It showed he had a little exclamation mark. But time for another little vision.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Okay. But I wanted to talk to that guy first. The doll man. 'Cause he had something to say to us. And I think that if we don't talk to him, we may miss out on certain things. Hi, kitty cat. Aww. Precious. Think I'll call it Luna. Such a cute little angel. Never do anything wrong. So precious. So innocent. Silly kitty.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
No, Luna would never do that. You're lying. Luna is a precious angel that can never do no wrong. She's the most innocent little kitty cat that ever existed. My little baby Luna sleeping there, so precious like.
That masked man. That was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly. I expect he's behind recent disruptions to the tar currents too.
Yes,
well,
she has.
You don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup.
Luna is a lunatic. Nothing innocent about her. Oh, that's a lie. And Charlie gets in her face, and Luna's like, you know, I'd rather you didn't. And Charlie keeps pushing, and so Luna tells him, you know, with a claw across the nose, back off. And that's what she should do when somebody's trying to invade her space.
Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family.
We're not gonna listen to it, buddy. I'm gonna deprive you of that.
Ah, yes. The brigands object to virtually all forms of change. Which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it? Sam, apparently you can create your own custom playlist for the music.
Here's the saw now. Ha!
If you have any recommendations, I'm all ears, Sam. Good morning, Sam.
Yeah, I'm done talking to you. Anything else that needs to be looked at? No, no, no. Okay, go to surface. And Charlie teases Luna. Luna just defends herself. She's the innocent victim.
You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHB Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
I got the road out to there. That auto paver needs a little metal and some ceramics. Okay. We'll see what we can carry on us.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Oh, you guys are terrible. Okay. Cargo management. What did I need? I needed metal and ceramics. Don't have any metal. I do have a thing of ceramics. Okay. Fabricate. We want to fabricate a new pair of boots. Maybe a floating carrier. Once deployed in the field. Okay. I don't think I'll need that right now. Let's see. Okay. Instant cargo binding and a battery efficiency boost. Let's see what else here. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll put it into this. And this. As well do that one too, so I use all the points up. And and fabrication management, clay materials. One and one. Flame. Okay. Firm. Okay. Well, I can probably put away that mini water carrier. I'm gonna just offload that for the second. So I can put where's my hand? Carried in hands. And a tri-cruiser. And we'll just put this away for now. Facility storage. Private locker.
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Hey man, this one's for you.
Oh, no thank you, I don't need your boots. But that's nice of you, but no. I got a full load. Okay, what now? Picture me being 5'10", about 195 pounds. No. No. Yeah, Mom is closer. Is either 6'2" and the tallest cousin is 6'6". You blame your brother for stealing my Flintstone vitamins. Ha! 5'8", 182. You guys are point and healthy. I've always had a physical job. I ate a lot of fruits and veggies, little beef, but chicken and seafood I love. Nothing wrong with chicken and seafood, that stuff's good for you. Okay, we want to go to the end of the road. We're going to go to there. Try and build the rest of that. But I just got a very fast metabolism. I basically weigh the same as I've weighed for the last 25 to 30 years. Just I can't really gain weight, but I can't really lose it either. I just stay the same, no matter how much I eat or how little I eat. I usually eat a lot.
okay.
Oh, I meant to do it all. Oh. Eat pretty healthily. Oh, it builds the road. Oh, 3D printing. Hopefully it builds it closer to where I'm going and not further away. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Looks like it's going away from the destination I'm trying to get to. Yeah. So we're trying to get to there, but...
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Oh. Let's see about that. Oh, it's 205, yeah. That's not bad. I'm not fat, I'm big boned. Yeah. Because of America's changes to their health over the last 50 years, and what they're eating and what their average size is, you're probably more on the normal to light side compared to most of the people. I mean, just go to Dollar General or Walmart and you'll feel pretty good about your weight. Nothing wrong with eating a lot of meat. Meat's good for you. I don't care what they say. Yeah, if you look at pictures from like the 60s, 70s, there wasn't really like any fat people. It was like rare to find fat people, and now fat people are everywhere. So what has really changed? You know, processed foods are a lot more common. The microwave society. Everybody wants food given to them at McDonald's. McDonald's is terrible for you. They want, you know, welfare used to give out, you know, just the staples: eggs, sugar, you know, meat, bread, and now you can use that welfare to get Twinkies and Ho-Hos and Doritos and soda. It's like, no, that's why people are becoming so fat, because the food is just garbage. It's not actually food. And yeah, the microwave society, you know, everything has to be now, so fast food, you know, it's easy. I don't want to cook, and it's going to take 2 hours to cook that meal when I can just, you know, eat a bag of donuts. That is right there, right now. Vitamin D is low by 2 points. Weird. Which, then you use sunlight, which makes vitamin K, which helps process the vitamin D. So it's good to get outside and have sunlight.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then. Why don't we extract some materials?
Okay, let's extract some. Mine. Wow, 2,000. Okay. That's a lot of special alloys. Weighed 102 pounds for years, and yes, as an adult, yeah. But you eat like a bird.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Okay. Use the monorail. And I send it here. Load cargo. It's almost 9:30. Okay, I did that. It's on the monorail. Close. Load my vehicle on the monorail. Why not? And we'll get on the monorail. Dispatch. Start.
Now this is living!
Feels good.
That's kind of nice. let's finish this mission or we could play this game tonight. The boys used to dump out my baby oil and fill it with water. We went to the beach almost every day. Yep. Yes, when I was a kid, my mom tanned a lot. And she got very, very dark. And yeah, finish the mission, or we could just play this game tonight. Now, that's something that I was kind of tossing around. Maybe just do this game for tonight, and you know, finish it sometime between 10 and 11, so I can actually be ready for work tomorrow. And then tomorrow, we may skip this game and just do a night of Zomboid.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Oh, sweet. I finally get a truck.
We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's alright, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can...
Yep, increasing the materials. Yay! Leveled up. Boost the floating carrier's maneuverability. Alright.
Oh, here's a little
Think she likes me? Aww.
I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
What did she get me? She got me a little present. A new pair of sunglasses. Used as part of the Gentle Monster 2024 collection. They are notable for their balanced structure, square shape, and simple black frame. The temples are adorned with iconic metal detailing, fitting the special lenses with block direct and reflected sunlight. Well, very nice.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But, at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary.
You can shoot right from it. Nice.
Too. Attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
Alright. We'll have to be working on
We're so grateful for the
those.
assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Well, I guess we gotta go to the Magellan.
Well done.
The musician and that guy down there at the coast. Cover cargo. Okay, we'll go to Magellan first.
Very impressive work, Sam.
Go to the bridge. Alright, we'll go to the bridge. Find out a little bit more about Lou. You're my boy, Lou. But Lou's a girl.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges.
Hey there, Mr. Sagan.
And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Luke came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
And do you really want to know about Lou's past? What about that time in Boca Raton with all the drugs and hookers, that murder she committed? What kind of dream will he have tonight? Oh, no dream.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well.
Everybody wants to talk to me.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Okay, let's... we'll check out the books. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Moby Dick. Good books.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
All right.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain.
Hmm.
You want to hear the story?
Sure.
Of course.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it.
Oh, hey. Anthony Pestizo, awesome.
Creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop.
Well,
You seeing this? I think she's pregnant.
Kaboom!
Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Storm!
Oh, jeez. Hey there, Mr. Craven. Welcome in. Ooh, cool. A superhero mod? Might have to check that one out.
And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely
Oh,
served as a
that
gateway
sounds
to the other
awesome.
side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
Can you actually read a book now? It's just like...
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
Okay. Levitation, like Magneto. Will we look at Frankenstein next? Yep, another great book.
On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and a relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories. And it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would later go on to marry. A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, it stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before?
It's one of the actresses in this game. You got another book in there? Nope, Moby Dick book again.
The Pequod is the ship in which Ahab pursues Moby Dick on his quest for vengeance.
Okay.
His crew includes Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, Portuguese, Icelanders, as well as shipmates from China and India. Countless other people of myriad origins too. It is arguably symbolic of the multiracial United States. A gathering of souls that transcends ethnic and national divisions, united in pursuit of a singular goal. I can't help but be reminded of Kojima Productions. Wait, judging by your reaction, you've never heard of Kojima Productions? Sam, you can't be serious.
A little, breaking of the fourth wall again.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me?
Yes.
Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart.
Well, missed that conversation. It's so funny.
There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated.
Yeah, we're trying to find all the little good story, content in the game. We're taking it kind of slow on that aspect. Well, what is he gonna see this time?
The extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a security. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Oops. Okay, let's see. Take on order at the F1 terminal. Okay. What do you got here for us, though? Nothing. Okay. F1 terminal is where we go then. Hey there, Cat. Welcome back.
Is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Yep.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHP Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Yeah, I know a lot of times I like to hit that skip button, but since I'm streaming it for others as well, we're gonna get the whole story, or as much of it as we can. Now, like when I do just a standard delivery mission that's like, I picked up some stuff in, you know, the wild and I drop it off, I'll skip that stuff because that's kind of pointless. It's nothing to the real story. Well, let's fabricate a real vehicle here. Vehicle customization. Gotta put battery units on it. Sure, we'll put other stuff on it later, but till then, it's gonna have full batteries. The Republic of Gamers. And color scheme. Here, for Mom, I will do, let's see, green and gold. Make it a Packer. Cargo management, private locker, grab the trekking boots, carrier, and we can take all of this equipment too and bring it back for now.
cargo ready. Please drive carefully.
Yeah, my next one will be like a dark blue and orange, or black and orange. Maybe I'll do one purple and yellow as well. Alright, now where the heck are we going? I think I missed it. Do I have to go orders? Okay, so basically take the road almost all the way there. I'll just start this right here. At the end of the road.
Commencing route creation.
Up into here somewhere.
Delivery route finalized.
Now I'm talking nonsense. Yeah. And then maybe blue and silver as well. John D. Helldiver. Palm trees, but not really. This is one pretty vehicle, huh? Been working on restoring the roads all day. Yeah, I did that earlier today, kind of off stream, was just go and grab everything I could to recycle and whatnot and make as many roads as I could. And then the other thing is the more likes you give other people, and then also doing setting up these little things like this little sign here with like, yeah, I did it, how about? And people liking it, the more that happens, the more different objects other people get to help create for you. So a lot of my roads actually got built by other people, not just me. I hadn't had to put in all the materials into them. And I think one of the other things too is to log out and then log back in, and some of that stuff gets updated. I had a bunch of monorail already built and roads built, yep, which is awesome.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? Then does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it.
He has a white cowboy hat. Must be the hero.
haven't suffered any damage. Well done. We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future.
We probably will.
The next step involves the Cupid, yeah?
It's Kiwi in disguise. Yeah. I'll go. Wow. Still have a lot of Australia to go. Glen Rain of Rainbow Valley. Crikey. Ooh, a tar cannon. Used to extinguish fires by dousing them with jet of decontaminated tar, but which also can knock humans unconscious and suppress smaller enemies. Deploy the cannon to fix it to the ground and replenish its tar supply, but be warned that the tar it expels has a restorative effect on catchers. Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs.
Alright. Terraforming initiative.
This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own.
The town down below.
You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void-outs at any rate.
Tar cannons.
Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive.
Alright, sounds good.
Everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Okay.
Order completed. Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Okay. Let's see, you got a... Okay. So... That's the Magellan. That's the mine. Musician. Looks like a big void out happened here, probably. Rendezvous with your comrade. Is that rendezvous with the Magellan? Orders. Hey. Apparently not here unless it's in my private room. So the roads and monorails already built were done by you, Anthony, and other players? Yes. And possibly Anthony, or maybe not Anthony. I don't, it's like a random selection of online other people that are playing the game that are added to me. But I think you, in the old one, could see that list in the stats somehow. One of these. Yeah, social strand service probably. Original tab. You review various play stats and look back on the likes you've given and received from other porters. Okay. So yeah, these are connections. You can make apparently a strand contract with them. But these are all people that may have, so they given me likes. That one gave likes to me building a road. Let's see, generator. Yeah, it doesn't say, I'm not seeing if they built anything. They liked my footprints. That was me giving likes to somebody. My comrade. Okay. Apparently it's right there. I need the rendezvous. Oh, unlike the bike, you can't pick these up. You have to get out to pick them up on the bike or in the truck. Strand contracts let you see more structures from the person the contract is formed with. You can also for contracts with your friends to see their structures. Yeah. And so I might have to form some contracts or some strand contracts. Well, oh, it's like straight out. Now I don't see it. Oh. Rendezvous with your comrade. It's this way. Okay. It's that way. Ah, it must be in this valley here. Go around the corner.
Can anybody hear me? I can hear you. I'm Dollman.
Ha!
Just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I know.
It's nice.
They send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
She seems very happy. That bird doesn't feel happy though. Oh wow. She got the touch. And I just got a copyright strike, I'm sure.
Couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Oh no, that's... something bad could happen. Not an exit. Danger, no smoking. AC boundary, keep shut. No firearms. Oop, come on, open door. He looks freaky, no wonder she ran. Yeah. Did we just enter the lost world? Or the dinosaurs? Venus Clylobite plant? She got a little bit of a pot. Even the bugs are hiding. I'm pretty sure that plant ate that bug.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time flow?
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
Episode 4, Raindrops. Bad news, just logged and there was no power in the main house. I don't know which generator is running the place out of the 6.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Yep. Well, I haven't logged on at all today, but everybody should be checking the generator.
Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know.
That'll happen.
This is Rainy. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
I'm glad you got it resolved though, but we'll just have to get more food. Good thing we pick up a lot of canned food and stuff. After you're done reading Mechanics 1, watch the TV show, the Car Mechanics 1 and Car Mechanics 2 and 3 shows.
You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
I believe, we only have 2 of the 3 shows, unless the other one was found, but you can, after you're done reading the book, if you watch both of those, one of those shows should get you basically to level 2, and then you can read the second book, and you should get to basically level 3 with the second show. And then after that, you go and you change out headlights, and the radio, and the battery. Just uninstall and reinstall them till you get a high enough level. Then you can start changing the tires, brakes, and shocks as well. And then, you know, as you progress, you can start taking apart more things, but never do the gas tank until you're a really high level. And don't pull engine parts, because that kills a vehicle. It takes it right to 0.
Heading out already, Sam? Can I sleep in a little longer? I suppose not, huh? I was glad to see Rainy in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development. Rainy used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet.
Okay.
Feels good.
No orders to take on. Take on main order at Rainbow Valley. Okay.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Okay, run down the valley, get the thing, run all the way down to deliver.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo
30
you're
minutes.
looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container.
Okay.
However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right. Time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Okay.
Commencing route creation.
Okay, let's, I guess, 4 ladders, 3 climbing anchors, a PCM, place a backpack, cargo management, okay, we got a PC, we can put those 2 in our off-roader for now. Attached to suit. Oop. attached to boot clip. Okay, now, do we have to fabricate that thing for the animal? I don't see that. Okay.
Order accepted. Thank you. See you.
What in the world?
Meteors.
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
Animal carrier for transport. Oh.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Okay, now basically facing the right direction to get there. Looks like we'll have to climb maybe the rest of it. Yeah, all the other walls are too high. There is an opening behind us to go up and around, possibly. I think that might be a good way to go if we can get there straight behind us. Otherwise... stick. Might be able to do it. Might be able to get through there. Okay, we'll follow our suggested route. I hope he's not hurt. We're saving the poor little kangaroo.
That's the place, huh?
Almost there.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that...
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Decoy hollow grenade. Got a little mud on those glasses. Well, isn't that a nice little skill she has? Oh, little shrew.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the timefall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No, 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 no!
We need to leave right now.
Please!
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared.
Jump!
Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. We wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold. Come on.
display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now.
Wonderful. I'm glad you're loving the story.
To be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
I'm sure I will.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We can kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers. Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations.
Thanks for stopping in, Retro. And
Cheers,
how was
Sam.
your Zomboid tonight?
Really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, we got a little more story. Once we're kind of settled up on the story stuff here, we'll probably finish for the night.
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, The fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
Interesting.
These were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Interesting. Time for a nightmare. Lot of story at the end of this stream. Alright. And we'll get all this dull man out of the way here.
You slept well, yes? And you'll only need a short break before we can get to work. I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for. Ever wanted to learn more about the various creatures housed at the animal shelter, Sam? Well, there's a speaker outside the facility that they use to broadcast updates. Might be good to check in on some of the animals we've taken there once in a while.
Okay.
I'm so glad that we were able to save that kangaroo's life. It's easy to forget that humans aren't the only creatures affected by the Death Stranding. Protecting our remaining wildlife isn't just the right thing to do. It can also help us to better understand how the environment has changed. Rainey was a vision to behold. To put out that fire so effortlessly. Her powers are incredible, don't you think? The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object. Are you Curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's
No.
because Rainey lets me shower in her core fall from time to time. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
Okay. We'll shower up. Get some chiral crystals. All right. I think that's where we'll end it. We'll save here. And tomorrow night we'll probably do Zomboid. So we'll have to come back to this game maybe Tuesday night. We'll see if we can fit them both in tomorrow night or not. Well, who knows? Might get some of this in. But if you liked watching today, or if you like Zomboid, please, smash that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button and check back tomorrow for the next stream that I do. Will be tomorrow night around the same time frame. But thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for the likes and the subs. On the road to 200, we're almost there. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye bye.